And it's Weapons Wednesday again. Welcome back. Today we're going to be discussing the PSA Palmetto State Armory AKV 9. But before we get into that, I just want to say a special thank you to Rain City Tactical for being, again, the largest sponsor of this channel. If you guys head over to their Rain City Tactical webpage, you can use code BFBN at checkout and get a discount. And if you head over to the Rain City Shooting Center in Kent, Washington, they have a full gun shop, range, and a tactical store where you can get custom holsters made, and they got a huge selection. Anyways, now let's dive into this gun. So, the PSA AKV 9. Can't say enough great things about this gun. It's super well made. I've shot it a ton, and yeah, let's just dive into some of the specs. So it weighs in at just about 7.4 pounds, or 7 pounds 4 ounces, which is a bit on the heavier side for a gun of this size. But I think that once you pick it up and you get it shouldered, or if you have it braced, you don't really feel it. It doesn't really seem like that much anyways. And I think the weight helps. I mean, it's already shooting 9mm, so it doesn't have a whole lot of recoil, but whatever recoil it did have is basically completely shut down by having that weight. And obviously it comes with this Soviet Arms SA2V compensator. So let's dive a little bit further down that road. So we'll go from front to back. So it comes with the Soviet Arms SA2V compensator, the Soviet Arms 8-inch M-LOK rail system. It has mag pull, MOE furniture, hand stop, grip. It has a pinned dust cover, which I really like. So when you're going to do maintenance or field stripping, you just lift this up and it stays connected. Do your work, throw it back down, and you're good to go. Another really cool function or feature that they added was they added a bolt catch on this side. So once you're locked to the rear and having to reload, you can just reload, hit the bolt catch, not having to reach over, which is pretty nice. I like that about it. Right behind that, ALG trigger with the bow system, which is amazing. If you haven't had a chance to shoot an ALG trigger, I highly recommend going and trying one out. You're gonna love it. The rear end usually comes with this triangle stock. And I replaced it with the JMAC Customs brace with the tail hook C1. This is their arm bar, and the tail hook, tail hook C1 brace. My bad. So yeah, that's basically the entire gun, minus obviously the T41 mini Trijicon. I absolutely love the T41. I don't know if anyone else has shot the T41. A lot of people complain about Trijicon, and when the only complaint that they really ever come up with that I've heard is, oh, the eye relief. The eye relief is terrible. Well, on the T41, it's absolutely amazing. I don't know what they did, but if all of Trijicon's optics, if all the RCOs could have had this eye relief, they'd be amazing. Now, the new VCOG has amazing eye relief, the new 1:8. I can do a video on that later. But this has a considerable amount of eye relief, and it's a 1.5 by. So, so after playing around with it a bunch, the one thing that I did notice is, so these are the U90. It takes the U95 mags. It takes the U90. They're Palmetto State U95 mags. It'll also take Scorpion CZ 9mm magazines. The Scorpion 9mm magazines run a little bit looser in the mag well. There's a little bit of play in there. They still work. They're still going to run it. These have a much tighter fit, especially initially. When I was first seating these, they did not go in that easy, and they did not come out that easy. I had to sit here and kind of run it through some drills to kind of get it, I don't know, just kind of broken in a little bit. So just if you go pick one up, and when the first time you go to run your magazines in there, if it's a little sticky, don't worry about it. It will break in. That's just one thing. That's the only actual thing that I I really had an issue with. Haven't had a jam yet. Yeah, it just feels it feels like just amazing to shoot. So if you're gonna pick up a 9mm PCC, that's not like a pistol conversion. If you're looking for something a little bit bigger, a little bit more beefier, robust, I highly recommend the AKV. Yeah. Oh, and so just so you guys know, so just for a frame of reference, so when this is folded, whether it be the standard stock, so by the way, this is the 8-inch JMAC Customs armbar, which is about the same size as the triangle that comes with it. But folded, you're at 19 inches. Released, fully extended, you're at 27. So you can get this down into a backpack. You can get it down into, it's a great truck gun, if you will. Yeah, I don't know. I just love shooting this thing. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna maybe run some competitions with it and just go have more fun with it. Yeah, let's go shoot this thing real quick, and I'll just kind of show you some. I'll take some like pull-up shots at 25 yards and just kind of show you it operating. So here I'm just doing some pull-up drills at 25 yards. It's nothing crazy, nothing special, but here I'll pull it in and kind of just show you my grouping. Not bad. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for all of your guys' support. And if you guys are looking for a new PCC, the AKV9 from Palmetto State Armory is definitely got to be one of the ones you go look at or go test out. As always, I highly recommend before you buy a gun, if you can, go find some place or find a buddy, or some ranges will have them. Go try to shoot the gun before you buy it. I say that about, I make a point of it for sure of your first gun that you ever buy, and definitely for anything you're going to be running concealed. Don't just go buy a gun, whatever gun it is. Go try to shoot it if you can, so you can see if you like it. You can see how how it feels in your hand. You can go see if you like the way that it's set up. If you are comfortable with training to that specific gun's ergonomics, like being able having to reach around to mess with different functions of the gun. So with that said, thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you guys for Frag Out Friday. As always, stay loose, battle on, and if you've bitch in your heart, it'll show.